Hey guys, Crazy Postman here. Well, right now, this antenna is not on the roof. I thought we would play with some antennas today and see how the reception changes, whether we use rabbit ears, a attic antenna, or a roof-mounted antenna. And I'm really just trying to get a CBS station. Right now, I can get everything I need except CBS. So let's play with some antennas and see what happens. So here's my current antenna setup. It's just kind of sitting up here, not really attached to anything or mounted. So we're up here. What a mess of ham radio antennas. There's the hole that we need to go through. And I'm looking for a specific antenna cable. This one right here. So it's already laying over there. We just got to get over there without falling through the roof now. Find the beams and have a few points of contact. Here's the beam. Okay, this is where we're going. Don't have to go too far. Got some dust in here. Oh no! The end has come off. That's disastrous. Okay. Backup plan. We're going to get the cord off the other antenna. Dang. That's too bad. Here's a coax cable here, but this one is going to the cable TV box. I could use it. Okay, now we just gotta try to get down without falling through the roof. Step on this wooden shelf. It's just screwed to the wall. It's always safe. Okay, made it to the ladder. Whew. Okay, going down. All these cords are from defunct security cameras. I've gone wireless now. Okay, so I'm out here at my cable box now. We're gonna borrow this antenna cable that goes into the house. Thank you. Oh, it's screwed to the house. Okay. We're gonna have to take off two little screw points and then I can just pull it back up through that hole. Well, for some reason they used a different screw up here. It's not Phillips. So I'm gonna have to try to find the proper head for the screwdriver to get that out. Got everything unscrewed. Now I'm just gonna push it back up through. I'm not very good at measuring lengths, it seems. That's a little short. And that one down there is a little short too. I'm definitely not an electrician, that's for sure. All right, made it up. Whew. Yeah, just gotta make it over. So this is the one we're wanting to pull through. Please don't get stuck on a screw or a nail. Looks like I pulled two different things through. All right. So now we just got to poke this through this hole here. Okay, that has went through and I have plenty of slack if I need more space. Okay, so we are done up here. Here I am up on the roof. We have an RTK GPS antenna and a 900 megahertz antenna. These are both crypto projects and I don't really use this one anymore, so I'm gonna remove this one from a prime location and just put it somewhere out of the way. Those are thumb tight, and you can see the antenna is now staying on its own. So now what we need to do is try to point it. Should be pointed to almost the right direction. So I thought now is a good time as any to go over what my plan is here. So you can see the ABC and Fox, and they are both 44 and 45 miles away at about 130 degrees. Now the other two main networks are the 3.1 and the 6.1 NBC and CBS, and those are 2-edge 67 miles away from my location at 140 degrees. So those are going to be much harder to receive. So I'm going to try to split the difference between 130 and 140 degrees to see if we can pull in these 4 major networks. Now the ABC, Fox, and NBC have a local repeater you can see above about 2 miles away from me, but the CBS does not. So the two transmitters are between 130 and 140 degrees. So we either need to point it directly at the further ones that are over 60 miles or split the difference between the two. So I'm going to open up we're going to just set it here on one of the beams. About 124 right now. So we're going to need to go this way a little bit to 135. We're going to split the difference. Okay, now we're going to crank it down. It gets really windy here, so I kind of want to crank this as tight as I can. I don't need this thing spinning in the wind because it'll rip off this antenna here. So you joined me here in my living room now, and I thought we would do an experiment with 3 different antennas and an amplifier. So earlier you saw the antenna that's just laying in my attic. It's up there for the local low power repeaters basically. Here in town we have NBC, Fox, and ABC as a low power repeater option. There is no CBS. As far as I know, our local CBS affiliate does not broadcast any low power stations except the one main transmit site. So I just wanted to show you this picture here from TV Fool so you can see how hard it's actually going to be to receive this Channel 6 CBS station from Wichita Falls. You can see here it's broadcasting on UHF Channel 22 at 433 kilowatts. That's a lot of power, but it's still UHF, so it's going to get blocked more easily than a VHF station. This is where I live, over here in Altus, Oklahoma. So you can see we are on the extreme fringe of the reception area for this station here in Wichita Falls. So I happen to live along this Highway 62 here in this lighter pink shade. And you can even see over here where these mountains are, how the Channel 6 gets shadowed from the mountain. So this is very accurate. It's really neat to see how these radio waves propagate. So that's pretty unfortunate for people that are trying to use an antenna. So we're going to try 3 different antennas. So I'm about 45 miles away from ABC, which is VHF, and Fox, which is UHF, and I'm over 60 miles away from NBC and CBS. So we're gonna see if we can pick those up with the new roof antenna. But first we're gonna try some other antennas. I have one of these just basic rabbit ear antennas. So first we're gonna hook this up and see what I can receive with just basic rabbit ears. Now for this test, I'm not using the built-in TV tuner. We are using a digital television box, so it gives a better signal meter and we can see easier how the signal's being received. So I'm gonna plug this basic rabbit ear in first and we'll see what we get. You can see the other 2 antennas are sitting here ready to go. This one with the blue spinny thing on it is the one that's on the roof. This one with the blue ring on it is the one that's in the attic. Okay, so I'm just setting our rabbit ears. They are fully extended off to the side here. propped up on a speaker. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we're just gonna do an auto search with the rabbit ears. I don't think anything is in the VHF band here locally. So I don't think we'll get any VHF. Once we get up here into UHF, there we go. It's gonna start receiving some things. Hopefully. I'm only a couple miles away from the low power transmitters. KSWO is the ABC affiliate. KFDX and KJBO is NBC and Fox. So it looks like I've gotten all the local low power channels. We'll just have to see how well they're coming in. Almost done now. It's way up there. I don't think there's anything this high to receive here. I turned on the noise cancellation on my microphone because the air conditioner came on behind me, so if I sound different, that's why. We're getting up into 5G cellular band now. Surely we're almost done. So 3.1 is our NBC affiliate. Let me try to sit down over here out of the way. I don't know if I could be messing up the signal. About 40%. And that seems to be right on the digital edge of being able to pick it up and not pick it up at 40%. Remember, digital is either a 1 or a 0. It either comes in or it doesn't. So 40% is right on that cusp. This is going to be a sub-channel of the same broadcast, so of course it's going to be receiving static as well at about 40%. Same thing here. We can go into the information again and we can see it should be about 40% because it's the same channel. So 7.7 is the local low power ABC repeater. Let's see. It's receiving at about 70%, so a much better signal here. I doubt we will have any breakups at 70%. So that means we'll receive all the sub-channels here at the same signal strength.
She's the kind of person who never gives a second thought about it.
Okay, here's a different network. I think this might be a PBS. So it was able to scan it, but it doesn't come in well enough to receive it. It's just right below that threshold at 40%. Same. And then that's it. So that's all these rabbit ears seem to be able to get. See, if I move around the room a little. Let's go into the signal meter. See, if I hold it like this, we're at 45%, which is above the threshold. Let's go back to this other channel and see if we can receive it now. See, OETA, this is PBS.
Great. Those are all seasoned up before they go bladed veneer.
So I can get it up to 52% if I hold the antenna like this. But if I just put it over here out of the way, like I had it before, it drops off. So that's going to be it for our rabbit ears. Let's hook up the roof antenna and see if we can get more than what we got with the rabbit ears. Editor Crazy Postman here. We're doing the attic antenna next. I don't know why I said roof, but I meant attic. Let me go ahead and lower these so I don't break them. They're a good backup. So we're attaching the attic antenna now. So you can see this channel we were on instantly went up to 68% with the antenna in the attic. But what we're going to do, I'm going to do a new scan and see if we get any extra channels here. Auto search. Here we go. So this is a new search with the attic antenna pointing off to the west, which is in the general direction of the low power antennas. Most of them are to the west. There's one to the southwest. Okay, we got our OETA and our KSWO ABC plus the subchannels. See, when it comes in well enough, it can name the channel. So there is our KJBO. Oh, so we got our KJBO off both antennas. We got the low power repeater and the main repeater. KJTL is Fox. I was wrong earlier. I remember now. So we do have our Fox now. I'm not sure what KJBO is. Maybe My Network TV? I'll have to ask Google. What TV station is KJBO?
KJBOLD is a My Network TV low-power television station on Channel 35, licensed to Wichita Falls, Texas. It is also
Aha, yeah, I was right. My Network TV. So it looks like we got KJTL plus its extra channels that go along with it. But I'm not sure if we got KJTL off of the local low power antenna or its main antenna. It's facing in the wrong direction for its main antenna. Okay, so here is KFDX in the attic antenna. So we get it at 53% now instead of 40%. So remember earlier it was bouncing right at 40%, which was on the edge of being able to get it or not. So all of its side channels should come in. So here is 7.7, which is ABC, and it's receiving at about 69%. But this one is not in the right direction. It's the local low power repeater, but it's off to the south, and this very directional attic antenna is not pointing at it.
So you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Texas.
So we'll get all the side channels.
Did you know that Medicare plans change every...
Actually having a good time today. Paying $7.50 for that locker.
Professionals deal with the IRS, so you don't have.
Here is KJTL, which is Fox. We did not receive this channel earlier on the rabbit ears. Looks like we're getting it about 60% with the attic antenna. So we're going to get all of its side channels.
He doesn't need you.
And then OETA.
Bushings for your plunge router. And this is where they really come in handy.
This is what we started on. Remember, it was about 65-70%. So we'll get the side channels for PBS. No idea what this is. This was something that didn't come in last time. And it's still not coming in now. It was just enough to put it on the list.
Something wrong, and I think as Christians, we always want to be rule followers.
This is a Christian low-power TV station.
People are really going to be feeling the side effects of holidays.
This is a low-power broadcast of a Oklahoma City station, but this one barely comes in.
We've got financial stress happening, getting the holiday.
So now we're going to put it on the big roof antenna. I'm going to plug in the amplifier like it's supposed to be. I'm not sure how you say this brand. Televis is how I'm going to say it. I don't know if that's correct or not. But evidently this amplifier is smart enough to know to modulate the gain. So if it's a close signal, it won't use as much amplification. So I'm told. We're going to go ahead and do a rescan right at first here. Here we go. So we're looking for a VHF channel this time, channel 11. That will be channel 7 ABC main broadcast tower. And yes, it looks like we got it. 200 megahertz. That's definitely still high band VHF. We're looking for CBS. So we got KSWO twice. We got their local repeater as well. KFDX. I don't know if that's their local or their main. KJTL. We're up to 24 DTV channels now. We're getting close to the end. Doesn't look like we're going to see a CBS. So it doesn't look like we're going to have any advantage to the large antenna up on the roof over the one that's in the attic. That sucks.
The all-new Vizio is the best all-around vacuum for our family.
So here's our KFDX3. We are receiving it at 50%. Now, that one on the roof is not pointed in the right direction for the local low-power repeaters. Keep that in mind. So we're going to get the side channels for channel 3.
This conversation.
We have KSWO's main VHF channel, I think this is. Yeah, 201 megahertz. So this one is being received from 40-something miles away right now at 50%.
There, they find a cat without food and water.
Okay, 7.7 is the local repeater to the same channel. So you can see it's receiving 505 megahertz. And I actually get a little bit better, even though I'm not pointed directly at it.
Also, another storyline going on. Indiana, number 2 in the country, taking on Wisconsin, the Heisman favorite for you.
And here's all the side channels for this one. Here is channel 18. This is the one I didn't get earlier. I don't know if this is the main broadcast tower 40 miles away or the local repeater. I'll have to edit that in here if I figure it out. Editor Crazy Postman, after trying to track this information down, it seems the government shutdown is still kind of affecting the FCC website. It looks like this information isn't going to be able to look up until November 18th. Whoops.
Preview issue of the Woodsmith Guild edition.
Here's OETA, which is PBS.
In addition, past
It seems to be pixelating a little at 70%. It could always be because of the amplifier, maybe.
Major funding for the Woodsmith Shop has been provided by
Old Masters, offering woods.
major funding
Retrace the route forged by Luke.
Is made possible in part by
Don't know what this is. It's still not coming in, even on the roof antenna, this 27 station.
Satan's kingdom.
31 is one of those religious channels. Let's just see what it's coming in at. 50%. 36 was that Oklahoma City channel repeater.
To reach out when they do think something is suspicious.
In Oklahoma City.
It's still not coming in super well.
We think that tonight, and if you have any information on possible accomplices in Michaela's murder,
Keeps cutting in and out.
contact the Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office. The 48-hour special will air tonight at 9, right here on Newsline.
And then we're back. That's all. That is all I can get here in southwestern Oklahoma, in Altus. So since we can't pull in channel 6 out of Wichita Falls, I might as well repoint my roof antenna towards the west. Keep in mind, this is with the DTV box that has the signal meter. Let's plug this directly into the TV and see if there's any difference. We're gonna go scan for channels. This is the built-in TV tuner in the TV. I think we found, what, 24, 25 on the digital TV box. So I don't really have a signal meter here. I just have a info button that seems to not be working. So that was channel 3.1, which should be NBC. I don't even know what channel I'm watching right now. This TV's DTV capabilities is really weird. So I have no bar at the top that tells me what channel number I'm on or anything. I'm just flipping through blindly. That's obviously CW. No idea what that blurry mess is. Okay, this is channel 7. There's still no info available. I'm clicking OK on info. Not telling me anything. No idea what channel I'm on. Well, this is 7.7, I'm pretty sure. Let me do a power cycle on the TV. This TV has problems occasionally. Let me unplug it. Leave it unplugged for a few seconds and then we'll plug it back in. Hopefully we'll get our bar at the top that tells us what channel we're on. Okay, there it goes. Back on ABC. See if there's a way we can get our bar at the top. Now the remote's not working. Now the remote's not working. Let's try info. Okay, we get a channel guide at the top now, kinda. No program information though. At least we know what channel number we're on now. The DTV box stretched this image out to fill up the whole TV. Nothing has ever come in on this one. So this is that religious channel.
Many policies
the Oklahoma City channel repeater that is sketchy.
This plan is designed to
Still sketchy.
It's less than 35.
So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going back on the roof. I'm going to rotate this roof antenna to the west. And we're going to try to pick up the repeater channels better, is basically what we're going to do. Because we obviously can't get the CBS station from Wichita Falls, which was the main goal. So we're just going to receive what we can receive better. So just to remind you, that is the direction it's pointing now. After I move it, I'll show you where 280 degrees is. So I'm up here on the roof and I just changed it to 280 degrees. But now I remember why I don't point this way. That metal building was built just a few years ago And I used to could get these low powered repeaters that are off over here pretty good. But since they built that building, I'm like shooting straight into it. It's not line of sight anymore. So that, and because it's a metal building, that takes a lot of the signal off. So we may not be able to pull in the far away westerly stations, but it still will probably help for the local ones maybe. So this is what I'm going for now. There's another tower out here north of Hollis that's 28.7 miles away from me that carries some of the Oklahoma City stations. It's a low power tower. They broadcast at about 900 watts. And here is where I am. So I'm actually outside of the coverage range, but let's see if we can pull them in. There's what about 280 degrees looks like. Let's see what happened inside. So we're back on the roof antenna, but it is pointing to the west now. I'm gonna plug the DTV box back in, and we're gonna do a rescan with the DTV box. DTV box is plugged back in. I have to switch the input. We're gonna do a rescan to the west. Let's see what we get. So we get our VHF KSWO still. That's strange. The antenna's pointed in the wrong direction by like 3/4. That's 40 miles away too. Okay, there's our local KSWO ABC. It's about 1/3 pointed in the wrong direction for that one. KFDX, KJBO twice, KJTL, it's Fox. KAUT, that's a new one. News 9, that's a new one. KFOR, that's a new one. So it does look like we're getting that tower that's 40 miles away. It's a low power tower though, it's not a main broadcast tower. And we're shooting through that metal building, so I'm sure those will be trash signals. News 9 is CBS though, so that may be a way for me to get CBS. Even though I couldn't get it from Wichita Falls, I can get it from Oklahoma City, which is twice as far away from me. All right, well, let's see what we get. We get channel 3, which is NBC, Wichita Falls. We get its sub-channels. KFOR is NBC, Oklahoma City, off of a repeater 40 miles away from here. Don't really get it. Let's check its signal, probably right around 40%. Its sub-channels. We get channel 7 somehow still from the far away VHF tower, even though I'm not pointed in the right direction. That's actually kind of crazy. Let me check the signal meter. 50%. I think we were getting it at like 60 or 70% earlier. So we get the sub channels, and then 7.7 is the local repeater.
Guys, what are we watching?
We're not watching, we're waiting for ACC football. And if we stare at the TV long,
And that's at about 65%.
I believe in the best quarterbacks in the country.
I believe in the best matchups. See? It's beautiful.
And this
It's
is
fluctuating quite a bit though. There might be some interference to the west where I have the antenna pointing. Okay, there's the sub channels. News 9. This is off the low power tower, about 40 miles away from me. This is actual CBS though. So if I ever want to watch CBS, this may be as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Right at 40%. Yeah, this sucks. We got News 9 sub channels. This is the one I got earlier on the local repeater, but this is 40 miles away. Okay, here's Fox. Comes in at 73%. Fox's sub channels.
Expensive option. Who's that?
OETA. Uh-oh.
Sweet.
It's
Keep a nice steady pace.
not doing good either.
Perfect. Nice job.
Sub channels. This one's never come in. Don't know what this is. Daystar, Christian, whatever. This is the local News 9 repeater that is trash. I don't know what its problem is. No matter where I point, it's a bad signal. You know, I think the rebroadcast tower here in town is actually what's skipping out. I think it's not receiving the main channel well. Because I think how these low power repeaters work, you're only allowed to repeat your main signal. So if they can't receive their main signal well, they can't repeat it. I don't think they're allowed to network it over IP. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just thinking of FM stations. So I think the repeated signal is what's skipping and not what I'm receiving, if that makes sense. KAUT, no idea. This is a CW station from probably Oklahoma City, off that low power station. And then we're back around. That's it. Well, thanks for watching this experiment with me. I think I'm just not going to be able to get CBS. That's all there is to it. I can try to fine tune it a little more to try to pull in that CBS from 40 miles away on the low power tower. Let's see, but I don't think I can because that local low power repeater is probably interfering with it. Right here. Because, oh, it's at $5.99, not $500. Never mind. I lied. We're just not able to get enough gain to be able to lock it in. You know what I could do? I could double stack the antennas. I could use the one that's in my attic and put it up there on top and do a combiner and double the gain. But I don't know if that's worth it. This was a fun experiment though. So I found a way to show a signal meter just on the basic Vizio TV, but it's crazy how many levels you have to go to get there. So you hit the menu button and then you go to all settings. Then you have to go to admin and privacy. Then you go to TV information and then scroll all the way to the bottom. Once you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see I have physical channel 32, frequency 581, and it is a 52% signal strength. And that signal strength is not live, it just takes a snapshot when you hit the button. So if it's fluctuating, you won't really know. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it didn't get too long. See y'all in the next one.